Good morning, and yes, I did it. Argos now have the complete collection in. Some areas apparently are selling out. I was really lucky. I managed to get my collection. Do be careful, I've noticed there's quite a few creeping up on eBay now, and for a considerable amount more. If you consider the basic doll is £20, some of these are going for 60, some of the larger ones are going for 85. Which I get why people do it, you know, perhaps people need the money, something like that. But when they're still available in the shops, that seems a little bit mean, because I think we're all a little bit guilty of going straight to eBay. Now, I don't anymore. If I want to buy from eBay, I look at the item on eBay, then I look at it on Amazon, then I look at it at its original supplier. Or I try and find out, you know, just pop in Google the item and then shopping and see where else has got it. Because sometimes there can be small toy shops that have things. Not with these, unfortunately, they are only Argos and Sainsbury's. But have a good check around first. Make sure they're not sold out. Make sure, you know, you're not going to be overpaying. I know perhaps there's some overseas buyers are wanting to buy, and if these eBay sellers are willing to send abroad, I can see why they go for it, but I know it's difficult, and hopefully they are going to be available soon. Fingers crossed they'll do that, because I know there's a huge amount of requests from overseas buyers. So I hope the company are listening to that, and somehow, I don't know, either through their website or something, will be able to offer a facility, because I know there's an awful lot of people out there that really would love some of these dolls. And I know some people are sort of piggybacking, buying for them, they're sort of buddying up and things like that, but it's the risk of posting then, and you're always nervous whether it's going to get there or not. At least if it's the company sending it, you've got that security blanket of, you know, if it doesn't arrive, you can do something about it. But anyway, that's me moaning. But look at these gorgeous girls. Now, the one I'm going to start with today is the one I've already sort of showed you, and it was our horse. Okay, now this is the one we're going to do top down. Now this poor little guy, you know, you can't see it because it reflects something terrible in the light. Let's see if I can get him a little bit closer. Look at that gorgeous girl with her freckles. It's unfortunate the plastic doesn't help us when we're filming. No matter what you do, there's a reflection. On average, I've seen everyone thinks they're great. I did see one comment saying, well, it's a bit small for Sindy, the horse, or we could say it's a pony. Some saying that it's a little bit ugly. I don't know, I've not properly looked at it yet, but Sindy loves him. Sindy loves her pony no matter what. So we're going to have a look at it in a second. We're going to do it top down so you can see it properly rather than sort of looking at me. And then we're going to be doing, I'm going to aim to try and maybe film a few of them together and then do them day by day, back to back, because I have got other videos I need to get out as far as the crochet is concerned, and I've got a smart doll one, things like that. Also some smart doll clothing that I got for my birthday. I would like to give a shout out to Cheryl, because obviously it's been a while now since my birthday. It's been exactly a week because it's my grandson's birthday today, so I know that. And I want to get these videos out to sort of say thank you to certain people and things like that. So we're going to have a look at our pony and our beautiful girl here, and I will see you in a second or two top down. We are then with Riding Club Sindy playset, because remember, these aren't just the dolls and the items, the whole box is a playset as well, which is absolutely amazing. Not something I'm bothered about. I might pinch a few bits for sort of maybe background photos, things like that. But as I think if you're wanting to do the crafting side of it, and I'm sure children are going to absolutely love it. So here we are. We have Sindy playset Riding Club, and a picture of our gorgeous Sindy here. And this gives you an idea. It does say includes Sindy crafts. Now, I'm doing this stood up, so it's a little bit difficult to sort of hold. So I'm hoping you can be able to see everything. Oh, there's an example there. So we've got like a little sort of visit of paddocks and jumping fences. Let's have a look on the back. And we have another saying, inspire others. I don't know whether you've noticed that the last one had something different, and they all have something different here. And another gorgeous picture of our girls. The artwork is stunning, absolutely stunning, Rachel, unbelievable. Love it. Right, we're going to get into this box. I'm not sure, again, like yesterday, I had a bit of trouble, so I'm just going to cut through this first bit because it is, I think, just a a piece that's holding it in. I have different scissors today, so I'm not going to half kill myself. Please be careful when you're opening these. I am a bit naughty where scissors are concerned. Please do not do what I do, or be very, very careful, or wear a pair of gloves or something like that. So that is out. I can put that one to the floor, and let's turn it over and see where else we can get into. So now you can see we've got this lovely sort of green set here, and we've got a stable door here, so I presume this is going to open up into a stable setting, which is fabulous. Right, where's those little tags? These are the ones I had problems with yesterday, weren't I? It's only because I'm doing it on video. Obviously, if I wasn't doing it on video, it would be way easier to open. It's just that because I'm trying to do it so you can see it at the same time, it makes it difficult. So can you see there's just some little sort of sticky tags there, and there's a little sticky tag there, which I think I've got through both of them, and on the side we have these tags, so it will open up. This is the biggest box, so this is sort of going to be the hardest to open, I think, as far as video is concerned. Oh, it's popped, because I don't want to damage the box, because the boxes are so much a part of. I'm going to have to move it out your way, guys, just for a second. I'll make sure I get all the tags. Right, I have them. So, try not to knock the camera off. I'm going to open it. So, we've already seen what the front is, so we can sort of open it to there. So, this is just sort of plain inside, but there could be some inserts. I don't know. And we have a little bit of plastic, but at least with the dolls, I've noticed there's plastic, yes, holding them in place. They're called something this, I'm not useless on things like that. But at least the dolls don't have hundreds of tags on them, which drives me up the wall. As some of you will know, as I complain about them, partially because my cat tries to eat them, and that is never good. So, shall we just pop all this out first? Let's just pop everything out. Her boots are held in with a bit of sellotape. There's something I need to comment on there, which somebody else did, and they are right from what I can feel. So I'm just pulling all the bits out, and then we can have a proper look. My little book won't come out. So I want to get rid of this plastic. This is what I'm trying to do. So we've got a little book here, and it's our horse just pushed in, and also it's very noisy. Let's get rid of that plastic. It's got thrown on the dog's bed there. So we have our insert here, which does pull out. So that looks like a room. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could put that there. Then there's another crafting project. So we have our fences. We have some little stands there before sort of the horse jumping. I was never a horse. Well, this is going to sound bad because I'm going to say I was never a horsey child. Of course, a lot of children do like horses. The opportunity wasn't there anyway. Of course, they're cute and everything, but I never did any of the horse riding things. So excuse me if I come out with wrong terms here. But as I say, we have a room here. I love the room idea. We've even got a picture of our Cindy with her pony there. It looks like they won some rosettes. We've got some little clothes. And it says craft cutouts on reverse. Oh, hang on. We have more fences. Actually, I don't know. I think I'd rather keep that. I don't know about you, but if I was doing a background and a photograph, I think that makes a nice background. So I'm tempted not to cut out on the back. Let's have a look at it again. It's basically just fences. You've got all these, it's paddock. I told you I didn't know any of the terms. So it's paddock and horse jump things. They are nice. I do like them. And again, if you were playing with them or setting a scene, that's great. But because I do more photography than that, that's better. Because that gives her, I know there's that bit there, but I'm sure we can find a way to sort of cover that up. I prefer that because then completely, if I take this out, if I take that one out, this is the one that's just the jump things. We have a double room here, look. So again, for photographs right across, that'd be great. In fact, I will be keeping this one. I didn't think I was going to be keeping the big boxes, but because, or at least to get some photographs done, I think these would be great to get photos of the dolls. So I don't know, I might use it slightly different to its actual intention. I'm taking that out a minute because I think I'm all over the place, aren't I, today? I think that's the idea. You have a stable, this is the window, this is a stable door. You have the room where she keeps her tack and her equipment and her, obviously, her trophies up there.
But, as I say, I think I might try and use it differently to take the photographs. And I might put it right across so she's got a massive room. So I'll think about that one. Don't need to think too much. I'm going to put it to one side. And let's have a look at, what should we look at first? I commented on the boots, didn't I? Right, somebody put, when they took their boots out, they're in with sellotape and they were sticky. They are. Look. They stick to my fingers. I'm sure a baby wipe or sort of a bit of cleaning product, that'll be fine. You can see the slit in the boot. Obviously, this is to help sort of bend the ankles round. But with them having a slight articulation on the ankle, it will actually be a little bit better than just trying to squeeze them on. I say, my generation, we've got memories of trying to squeeze Barbie, how dare I? I do love Barbie too. We've got memories of squeezing the boots onto Cindy and the nightmare using talcum powder, etc. So this helps. I know it doesn't look like there's a full boot on when it's like that, but it does help actually getting them on. But they are sticky. The review I read, they were right. They are very, very icky. So my fingers are now all sort of sticky and everything. So I don't know what that's about. We have a little hat. And as much as that was held in with something, that is not sticky in any way or form. Obviously, a little bit of elastic to hold it on. She's got a little peak there, so that's quite cute. And of course, we need a brush for our pony. And we're looking at all the bits first before we get on to the dolls. I know you're wanting to look at the doll. I have, like with previous, a little book. Now, I don't know whether it is the same. I don't think it will be because obviously it's a different doll. So yes, it tells you a little bit about the crafts. We have some different activities in there. And again, little preview. Now, I know I pulled this away quickly yesterday because I didn't know whether it would be a spoiler, but a few people have put it on Facebook. So let's have a look. Look, outfits to collect. A onesie, party and gymnast. Haven't seen these yet. Hope we'll get notification of them because again, like the dolls, I think they may go quite quick because the thing is they probably fit your other Cindy's as well because as we looked at the comparisons yesterday, there's hardly any body difference. So yes, the clothes are going to fit across. So a little bit more about all the different girls in there and a little bit more about the riding club there. I just think these are great. And again, for photographs, for just collecting, sort of a little collection of books, because they did the little books in the collector's editions as well. And I absolutely love that idea. So this is great. This is great. This is great. Right. Shall we look at pony or doll first? I don't know. I'm spoiled for choice. I'm going to go for pony. I'm going to call it, I mean, it does say riding club. It doesn't say it's a horse. So it could be a pony. Perhaps it's a pony she's had from when she's little. I don't think the size, I mean, again, I know nothing about horses. I don't think the sizing's that bad, to be honest. Yeah, it's a little bit short, I think. But again, I know nothing about horses. So my daughter did a little bit of horse riding and she absolutely loved it at the time. But as I said, for me, it wasn't something I was brave enough to try. So obviously we have a nice plastic, nice solid horse here. Tail's just held down with a little bit of elastic, which I will leave until I sort of display it or whatever I'm going to do with it. I'm not quite sure yet. Obviously we have saddle, etc. So I'm hoping she's going to sit with her feet in that. I think she will, looking at it. Hope she's going to sit quite well. Saddle's shuffled round, doesn't it? That's not right. There we go. That's better. So the saddle's in the centre now. Let's move this and let's have a look at this mane. Now, again, I saw another comment. The mane matches the doll. Yay! It's actually slightly more, I don't know, it is ish the same colour, but I would say because she's got a few highlights, I'd say it's the highlighted colour rather than the main one. It's lovely and soft, and of course we've got our brush so we can brush it into place, which I know my granddaughter would absolutely love that, being able to brush the horse's head. It's quite a nice little brush actually. So that looks a bit better now, doesn't it? That's all you need. It is a little bit curly, but they could braid it. They could do whatever they want with it, can't they? In fact, does that come off easy enough? Yeah, bit of Velcro. Shall we release you, pony? We will. There you go. Let's release you. That's it. Let's get this mane brush down. Make you look a little bit prettier. That will do for now. We ain't got time to do that all day. Now, again, there was a comment on that he didn't look so pretty. What do we think? What do we think? It's a horse to me. It's okay. Again, it's not something I would personally collect. Not sure what the hole in its head's about. Is that just for this? Is that for this? Does this fit in here? I think obviously when that's on, I'm not going to be able to put this back on now, am I? Because like I say, I've absolutely no knowledge. Oh, I don't know. I think it goes over that way. Yes, that would be approximately it. So it does actually cover that. But I'm not convinced that that's meant to be like that. Or is it that the hair, actually, look, if we pull the hair down, I think the hair is supposed to come forward. Because I'd brushed it and I brushed it back. So I think I brushed it out of where it's meant to be. So as soon as the hair's in the hair, the mane, should I say, is in there. I've got that much knowledge. I know it's a mane. I think as soon as you push that in, it's fine. I think he's cute. A little bit lumpy, but cute. It must be all these muscles. It's all this exercise he's been doing. So he's got lots of muscles there going off. But as I say, Sindy will absolutely love him. And that is what it's about. And it will make a great play toy as well. So let's have a look at our Missy here. Now, I know so many people love the red-haired dolls. Me included. They are so beautiful. I've got quite a few redheads in my collection of various different types of dolls. This hair is so nice. It is so soft. There is no extreme product in it, like you sometimes get, so that's great. I know, I presume a scalp's going to be similar to the other dolls. Yeah, so we've got quite a nice sort of amount of hair on there, which is always a good sign. And let's get a little bit closer because we have freckles. Look at them. They're so cute. Can you see? I hope you can see the freckles. Let me put my hand behind it. Does that help in the slightest? Probably not. But you can see she has green eyes. I never mentioned the other one had brown eyes. I was so sort of perhaps giddy about it yesterday that I never actually went into the... When I look back on the video, I'm like, oh, well, I should have mentioned this. And, oh, I should have mentioned that. But I think I just wanted to get the box open and see what she was like. So, as I was mentioning, we have green eyes. She has a soft pink lip here. Same articulation, obviously, as the one I mentioned yesterday. I've got paint on my hands again. The wrists are a bit stiff, and someone else commented on that. And I noticed that too. But I think it's just a case of they've not been moved. They do move. And to be honest, I think it's better to have a stiffer joint now. I mean, because I'm a sort of ball jointed doll collector as well. If the joints are too loose at this point, you're going to have issues with them. You just have to be a bit more careful, that's all. Arm bending them. Obviously, a little bit of an arm movement. She can't get her arm up too high, but it's not bad. We do at least have some posability there. So I think she looks quite cute with her hands like that. And as I mentioned, we have knee movement. She has a good sitting position. So we do have nearest damn it 90 degrees there, even though these don't straighten down. But this part here is. So she will sit. Little bit of movement in the ankle. We'll try and get her boots on in a minute. Outfit. This is lovely. This is really thick, really sort of padded, which it would be, obviously, if she was really going out. She has a blue Sindy top, little collar there. Now, as I said, this is lovely. It's lined. It's thick. Little bit of padding there, so that's really cool. And she has leggings on. I think probably to simulate jodhpurs because of the lines we have here. But it's weird because I know there's this D'Agostini magazine come out which is doing some of the original clothes. We can't get it here. That's very frustrating, but never mind. Hopefully when they sort the subscriptions out, that will sort of happen and we'll be able to get the outfits then. And I know obviously the traditional jodhpurs, these big fat things that come out of the side here, and to be actually honest, I don't really think that is what people would wear now. And I think a child would think, well, what are they about? Because I know even going back to when my daughter was riding, she was wearing leggings. They were horse riding leggings, but they were leggings. So I think this is how they would actually go anyway now. Again, with this lovely label. It's a good quality label sat there. A little bit of Velcro up the back. We don't really need to look at the body type because I'm presuming they're all exactly the same. And you have to pop on my first video for that. Obviously, swivel here. Now, one of the difference with this and the collector's one, there's not so much head movement. The head's quite hard, although I'm certainly not going to try it. But there's been quite a few people put eyelashes in. Oh, that scares me. I'm not even going to try. I'm quite happy with them as they are. I've done a few sort of reroutes on some of the older dolls, but these heads are really hard. I'm always scared about taking the head off because I don't want to damage the neck. I'm happy with her as she is, so I'm not going to mess about with her. But they do look very cute with the ones that have managed to do the lashes. You probably need to look for them on Facebook and ask them some advice, because don't bother asking me. I haven't got a clue. So let's see how these boots go on, shall we? I mean, I've even got some tread on the bottom here. Now, this is where... See how... Oh, look how easy that goes on. That is lovely. I know you get this gap, but most old shoes are doing that now. I don't know. I sort of like the original boots. They were a pain to get on. I don't really like the slip, but every doll type I can think of, this is how they do it. It's easier for children to put them on and off, so you're not going to get any ankle breakages, things like that. So it does make sense. But I suppose if you're only photographing from the front, if you're doing the photos, it doesn't matter. But they went on pretty easy, didn't they? Just making sure that her ankle is lined up just there. Don't overforce it. You don't want broken ankles. I've been there, done that. Okay, so making sure we get the trap. There we go. She's in place. So she has her gorgeous boots on. Now, we'll pop a little riding hat on as well. Oh, it's actually Velcroed. I thought I was going to have to squeeze it on. So let's have a look, missus. It feels really weird because I'm stood up. Because when it's a smaller box, I can do it sat down. So she now has a little riding hat. It's folded up there. Let's flatten it down. There we go. Obviously, in reality, that's not going to give a lot of protection. But I don't think Cindy's going to be doing anything wild and wonderful to damage her. So here she is. I love her. This is the Riding Club one. This is the one I actually thought I'd least like. Because, again, I'm not into, like, the horse side of things. Because I don't have any knowledge, basically. I know my daughter and granddaughter would think that's amazing. I say he's not the prettiest, but he's cute. You gotta love him no matter what. Look at that little face. How can you not love him? Cindy loves him, don't you? Yes, she does. So, again, hi. Should we try sitting her on? Obviously, I can't stand it up in this position. But if there's any of you out there that have a lot more horse knowledge than me, I don't think that looks too bad. I can vaguely remember from when Charlotte was riding that, yeah, that would have been not far off. I can remember my son, though. That was really funny because he was on a little shuttle and that was hysterical. Yeah, I'd have to work these out. Oh, look, they alter. Look, you can alter the length. So it does... Would that be the wrong way up, wouldn't it? Be that way, wouldn't it? I think that's where they go. Obviously, you can alter it to fit, but she doesn't look too bad. I think it is going more towards pony rather than horse. But she's quite happy on there. She can just pot around. And obviously, she loves him because she's had him from being a little girl. So I think that's it, really. I'm over the moon with her. I think she's very pretty. I can't wait to take some photos because I think, again, this setup is great. I need to take them outside. We've got sun at the moment, so fingers crossed I'm going to get some pictures done. But just let me know what you think. You know a little bit more about horses. What have I missed? Am I saying something wrong here? I don't know. Pop me a comment down below. Please, comment on the doll. Comment on what you think of it, whether you're able to get them, whether you're having problems getting them. And just say hi. That's all we want there, isn't it? Let's just share this Cindy joy at the moment. So if you do enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe and share, and click on that notification bell, which is somewhere down there, because then that will let you know when I do the next video, because I'm doing all of them. So if you're thinking of a particular one, you can just look for that video and have a look before you make a decision. Also, really keep an eye out for it. I'd like to think, obviously these were selling fast, I'd like to think Argos are going to restock. There's still time for Christmas, so I really do hope that they are going to do that. We were very lucky. Oh, excuse me, I paused very fractionally there because I got sort of a tickle in my throat and I desperately wanted to cough. It's gone now. But as I was saying, I'm really hoping that Argos would restock if they did sell out. Or I say we don't have a Sainsbury's, so I can't compare Sainsbury's. If any of you managed to get it from Sainsbury's, let me know how their stock is or how it is shelved in their shop, because I know nothing about Sainsbury's as well. But we were lucky when I purchased these. Well, we had to have something sent to Father Christmas as well. So, because we have other little people in the family. So I had to do that as well. And thank goodness I was able to do that, because it is heartbreaking, isn't it? Especially where children are concerned if Father Christmas runs out of stocks, because sometimes he's like that. He can't help it. Things sometimes do happen. So keep an eye out. Definitely Argos. I think you can get notifications on your Argos. I'm not sure, because I didn't have to, because we've got 2 quite local Argoses, so we were really lucky. One's where my son works, next to where my son works. He doesn't work in Argos, next to where he works, so that was easy to get to. And then the other one's about it was a 20-minute bus ride, so I was able to compare different Argoses, which were quite good. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you love her. I love her. Let's going to pop her in a box, shall we? Let's have a look. Ta-da! Doesn't fit in the box like that, but she's giving her a rest now. Perhaps she's going to give her a treat. Does she want a treat? I think she wants a treat. That would be a nice photo, wouldn't it? I do like the backdrops. Pop a little waistcoat in there, because that's gorgeous. And I will see you all very soon with our next video. And I've got loads of photos to take. This is so exciting. And I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye for now.